This goes out to all the single men and single women. Hi, my name is Anita and I'm with Better Love Movement. I want to issue this invitation to you to join us over on Skool. I want to give you a free 30-day trial to Singles Seeking Soulmate, where you can join us in learning all the relationship skills that you're going to need to find and keep the person of your dreams. Just email me today at info@betterlovemovement.com and I will get that invite sent out right to you. Thank you, and I hope to see you soon.
All right, so I'm here already outside of my office, and I just wanted to jump on really quickly because I had to make this video. And I'm going to try to do it in the next 15 minutes. And you need to understand something. I'm speaking to a very specific person right now. Good morning. I'm speaking to a very specific person right now. You feel a way when someone tells you to choose better. You've gotten into a dating situation. You've gotten into a relationship. That relationship has gone left. That person has started to mistreat you. That person lies. That person cheats. That person doesn't show up for you, or whatever the case may be. And so the first thing you hear is, hey, you should have chosen better. Like, choose better, right? We hear men say that to women, especially single moms. And I often say it to men because I believe that that statement definitely goes both ways. I say it to women. I say it to men, because here is the truth. Here is the fact that most people do not want to accept. 90% of all relationship success is in who you choose. You have to choose better. You have to take the time and the effort. Okay, you have to have 3 people on your team that helps you to vet people. You have to keep your legs closed and your mouth closed and everything else, every other hole you got closed, or keep your thing out of holes so that you can see with your 2 eyes and your 3rd eye who that person really is. And that's not about them, that's about you. Y'all keep wanting to blame bad people for being bad. Like, that's who they are. Can we be honest? People that are not good for you, that's who they are. And it is on you to figure it out. It is on you to figure it out. But the number one reason why we say that, when you hear that phrase, you don't need to be offended. You need to accept it and receive it. Because who they are and what they're doing, okay, that's them telling you how they feel about you or what they think your value is or whatever. But when you accept it, when you keep dealing with them, when you keep, staying with them, that's you telling you what your worth is and what your value is and where your esteem is. And again, the only person that can do something about that is you. So you want to outsource your worth. You want to outsource your self-esteem and outsource your value. It don't work that way. All of that comes from within. I determine my worth. I determine my value. God determines my worth and value. That's my standard. That's why people are mad, because I actually agree with God. Okay, so the men that come on my platform and love to talk crap, they talk crap about my age, they talk crap about my hair, they talk crap, whatever. Baby, you mad because I agree with God. That's what this is really about. I know who I am. I know what my worth and value is. I know my self-esteem is high and my standards are higher. That's what's got you feeling away. There is no inroads to me. That's what's really got you feeling away. There is no inroads. I know who I am. What I think about myself matters more. What God thinks about me matters more. And as soon as, this is why you have to work on your self-concept. Because as soon as a person treats me in misalignment with what I know about me, I'm done. Sweetheart, I'm done with you. This don't add up. This don't line up. This is not what God said about me. This is not what I believe about me. So you have work to do, period. Period. So you can get mad about that. You can feel a way about that. But I said that recently to a client. I said, baby, why are you, if he's so horrible, if he's so awful, why do you continue to deal with him? And people just feel a way about you asking that tough question. It's a real question. I don't say it to offend. I don't say it as a cut. I say it so you can self-reflect. Self-reflect. Why do I continue to deal with this person who doesn't know how to treat me, who doesn't know how to show up for me, who uses and abuses me? That's it. And y'all, I be just as sweet, I be just as calm in therapy. But I come on here sometimes and it's just like, okay, I don't know how else to say it. Like, I really don't. Because y'all don't hear the sweet, calm, y'all don't understand that. Okay? I feel like I have to, I have to grab you by the throat. But it's a whole lot of people that need to hear this. You're not feeling good about yourself. And it's easy for you to point the finger out. That person mistreated me. That person did me wrong. That person cheated. That person lied. That person had a baby on me. It's easy. That's easy. It's easy for you to do that. Guess what's hard? Looking in the mirror and going, why do I deal with them? Why do I keep calling them? Why do I keep texting them? Why do I keep accepting their calls and their texts? Why do I keep sleeping with them? Why do I keep dealing with them and their family and their mom and their daddy? Why do I see that? You don't, you like, nope, it's him. It's her. Because the pain is going to come when you ask yourself those tough questions. That's when you're going to feel the pain. I don't feel good about myself. I don't love myself. I don't believe I have high self-worth. I don't have high standards. My self-esteem is in the gutter. That's really what you're running from. But that's it. That's the bottom line. We say choose better because it's the truth. The relationship success is hinged on who you choose. If you choose a crappy, low character person, the relationship is going to suck. It's going to suck until it ends. And you know how I know? Because I did it. Because I did it. And when I went in and I did the work inside of my mind, inside of my heart, inside of my gut instinct, when I finally did that hard work, I do not accept anything less than what I provide. That's it. I provide truth. I provide honesty. I provide fidelity. I provide time, energy, and effort. I reciprocate with masculine men who initiate. I provide home cooked meals. I provide massages. I provide a whole lot. And when I am not met in kind, when that energy is not met, I don't fuss. I don't cuss. I don't point fingers. I remove myself. I remove my energy. And look, I withdraw it and put it right back into me. And that's the state I'm in like now. I'm just me. I'm just pouring into me. And then someone comes along. I'm like, okay, let me see what this person's talking about. I give them a little bit and see what they do with it. I give them a little bit more and see what they do with it. But unlike some of y'all, that you are bending over backwards and twisting yourself all around and turning yourself into a pretzel. You don't wait. You are not patiently giving a little and seeing what the person do with it. You just pouring it all out, because I got to perform for love. This is what's going to get me love. This is what's going to get me like. No, baby. You getting this much and we going to see what you do. And if you do nothing, you get nothing. Someone needed this lesson today. Thousands upon thousands of you need this lesson because you don't get it. You don't get that It all starts and ends with you. But I know why people do what they do. It is too painful to take 100% radical responsibility for your life. That is just too painful for the average person to do. To say, it's me. It's me. I need to check myself. I need to check my self-esteem. I need to check my self-worth. I need to have self-respect, is what I keep telling women that keep dealing with no good dudes, and keep dealing with them, and keep dealing with them, and keep calling them, and keep texting them, and keep letting them come over. Baby, he don't respect you because you don't respect yourself. So you never gonna get no respect from him. You show up, you bust it wide open, you dress like a hussy, you got a mouth like, the gutter. And yet you want all this respect. You want all this good treatment. That man is a mirror. And look, it's women out there. I don't know how I attracted this. I'm better. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. You and he are a match. That's the hardest thing for you to come to terms with. You and he are a match. That's why you in this mess. You and he are a perfect match. And until you raise up out of that vibration, until you raise up out of that energy, that's your match, baby. That's exactly who you should be with. Okay? That's the hardest lesson for a lot of people to learn. Same with the men. That woman, that's your match. All that disrespect, all that mouth. And they keep pushing back about leadership. The men continue to push back about leadership. Well, she won't let me lead. And what happened with leave her alone? I don't know what else to tell you. If you are trying to lead your home and lead your relationship, okay, you're going to do that to a point, and then you're going to go about your business. But see, that's the part. Oh, well, see, I can't do that, and this and that, and it's complicated, and this and that. And what I tell y'all before? What is the number one phrase that people use when they ain't going to make no changes? Well, that's easier said than done. Go on about your business then. Because like I said, I'm about freedom over here. I'm about change. I'm about growth. I'm about evolution over here. I can't stay stuck. I can't be bothered. So go on about your business. Okay. Like I said, I never fight people to stay in their mess. Stay in your mess. Don't come around me. That's it. Stay in your mess. Don't come around me. That's it. That's all I got for you. But I will validate you staying in some foolishness as long as you want. Don't bring it over here. But somebody need to hear this. We have got to do the inner work. We've got to self-reflect. We've got to look in the mirror. I have couples right now literally ripping each other to shreds. They are so busy blaming the other person. They cannot see themselves. They cannot see that they're with their perfect match. I had a couple yesterday. Look, their attachment style came back. I said, oh, this explains so much. They said, what? You have the same attachment style. You're the same people. And the woman, I'm not like him. You are exactly like him. He is your mirror image. I'm not like that. I'm not like him. And he be doing this and he be doing it. Baby, that's your mirror. That's your twin. That's why you attracted to him in the first place. Because you found chaos in him. The chaos that's in you, you found it in him. But people, I swear, they refuse to believe it. The ego, man, the ego is a mother. The ego will have you thinking you somebody totally different. It will. It'll have you thinking you are somebody totally different. Totally different. But you're not. So, but it's a tough pill to swallow when you can't truly see yourself. When you can't truly see your flaws and truly see your shortcomings and truly see you ain't got it all together. But again, it's easy to point the finger out. It's easy to say it's somebody else. That's the easy part. It's them, it's them, it's them. It's all these bad men. It's all these crazy women. And the women won't let me lead. And the men don't treat me right. And okay. But you ain't got nothing to do with it. You ain't got nothing to do with it. You ain't got nothing to do with it. You got a lot to do with it. Because like I said, I choose. And when I see that I made a bad choice, I throw it back. I throw it back. I go, oh, okay, it's not what I thought. And I throw it right on back. See, that's the difference between me and you. I don't stay stuck in a bad choice. I don't keep going down the wrong road. I see all the signs that, you know what, this ain't taking me where I want to go. And I keep walking. What sense does that make? Turn around and go back. Well, that's easier said than done. Can't make this up. That's easier said than done. Okay, then keep going. Keep going. Just don't tell me about it. That's it. But somebody needed this lesson. A whole lot of somebodies. Y'all stay stuck because you refuse to do the inner work. And remember, I told y'all about that website, Are We Dating the Same Guy? That website is full of women just like that. Keep picking these no good, dirty, lying, cheating, multiple women, multiple kids by women, don't work, don't have nothing. Like you keep choosing the same dude. And then he show up as him. Oh my God, girl, let me post him. Let me tell you what he did to me and 5 other women. And then look, y'all bold enough to hear the story. Y'all will hear the crazy stories about these dudes, but your ego have you thinking, well, I'm different. I'm different. He ain't gonna do me that way. I've had clients say that. I know he got 3 kids by 3 women, but if I had a kid with him, it would be different. I just bust out laughing. I bust out laughing when I hear them say that. And you know what? The ego is a hell of a, like, delusion is something, Like, what? I can't believe you just verbalized that. This man has done this 3 times, and you telling me that you ain't gonna be the 4th. That's a sickness. That's a mental illness. And honestly, it's like we are in a collective mental illness right now. We are in some sort of collective delusion or mental illness right now. Because more people than not believe this. That's a problem. More people than not ain't got common sense. More people than not are emotionally immature. Like, what? For real? Y'all, so that's it. The truth is, some of the men say it to the women as a cut. They do say it as a cut. But I don't want you to take it as that, because that is actually the most realest thing a person can tell you. Reflect. Reflect on the people you have chosen. And if you need to, this is what I did. This is how I did the work. I took a piece of paper. I wrote down 5 men that I had dated or been in relationships with. I wrote down everything there was to like about them and everything there was to not like about them. And when I started to see those patterns, I was like, woo, I have a pattern. Like, I have a pattern. And none of them looked alike. None of them was alike or looked alike, but they had qualities. They had characteristics that was a pattern. I want you to do that as a man. I want you to do that as a woman, because there are patterns. We all have patterns. Okay. All right. I just want to thank Pure_Soul for buying a badge. Thank you so much, sweetheart. I appreciate you. I'm running in here to see my clients for the day. And then tonight is family movie night. And so I got to come up with a movie. Here's what I want you to do. I'm going to post this to Instagram. I want you to give me your movie suggestion, and the movie has to come from the year 2000. Give me a movie from the year 2000. Drop that down in the comments. All right. But I'm headed in. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you all. And as always, stay open to love.